Congratulations to you.
Oh,
but
you
when
want to say
you are standing with Kotoko? Like I don't understand. Only Kotoko.
Yes, Oli Kotoko. They are also winning. Only the Wonder Club of Ghana. Yes. Let's get to George Ado Jr., who's joining us all the way from Kumasi. El Giorgio.
Yeah. Winston, how you doing?
Oh, I am fantastic this morning. In fact, I feel fantabulous this morning. A day after Asante Kotoko. Yes, settled anything
I think
between.
I think Kumasi Asante Kotoko played better than Accra Hearts.
Thank you.
I think Kotoko should have scored more goals. They couldn't. The only problem is that the referee wasn't good on the day, and the goal that ended up separating the two sides was a controversial penalty. Aside that, I think Kotoko played well.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, having said that, Kotoko played well, and coming from a supporter of Hearts of Folk, let me start off with the Accra Hearts of Folk anthem. Because we are sportsmen and we are very fair. So this is Hearts of Folk for you. Okay, so that's Accra Hearts of Folk, song. But listen to the victors. That's a Kumasi Asante Kotoko.
The funeral song.
Not a funeral song. Kotoko song.
Asante Kotoko say, yeah. Asante Kotoko say, yeah. Asante Kotoko, yeah. Asante Kotoko, yeah.
They say.
A celebration and I say yes.
Where is soon? Celebration. One to say, the fact on the ground is that Kumasi Asante Kotoko beat Accra Hearts of Folk. Manchrim, Ubebi's a question. And I'm saying, my education on the song. Please, and for our reho MS Kotoko.
Oh, me, I'm not sad.
Oh, you are very sad, my dear. Hearts of Folk, see, more points saying. How many points?
Oh, it doesn't matter.
Oh, you don't even know? Oh. Okay. Well, let me activate the phone lines. So that we can get all of you listening to us this morning to join us and tell us, what you make of the scoreline. 1-0. Ekumi.
The penalty.
0302 216 541. 0302 216 541 and 055 1111997. That's the African Club of the Century, Asante Kotoko. Beating Accra Hearts of Folk, teaching them that, hey, Accra, the only penny beku, now read him. Accra, only penny beku.
Hey,
now read him. Yes.
When you lost to us
when we lost to you, when? We didn't lose to you. We have never lost to you. Okay, let me get onto the phone lines. Now and begin to, pick your calls. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Victoria.
Yes, sir. Please, your name and where you're calling us from?
My name is George. I'm calling from airport.
George, talk to us.
Okay, so I called, I think on Friday, and I said we were going to beat Kotoko 3-1. I've written number 5. And all I can say is congratulations to Kotoko and you, Winston, because you were always, positive. And well, you've done it. So
thank you.
Congratulations to you.
Thank you.
But next season, they're beating you both home and away.
Oh, no problem. Let next season come. Thank you very much, George. You see, so George is doing what Mama V has not been able to do. George is saying, I have eaten the humble pie. I am grateful to George. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, please. Yes, your name and where you're calling us from?
My name is Emmanuel. I'm calling from Kenya.
All right, Emmanuel, talk to us.
Oh, you didn't score. You have a referee who was a Kotoko supporter who was close to the referee, close to government this year. This cheap go away. Give Mama V a break.
Okay. Thank you very much for joining us, Emmanuel. 0302 216 541. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Winston.
Yes, sir.
This is George from Sakama.
All right, George, share your thoughts
You
with us.
remember the Friday I called?
Yes.
And I told you a club of old men.
Uh-huh.
You remember?
Yes.
Team Nine dead.
Team Nine dead. Team Nine,
Tell my mother to relax, to tone down.
Mama, we tone down, okay? Baby careful. Baby careful.
That's a problem.
But I have said congratulations to you guys.
No, you've not said it. You've not said it. But Charlie, let me give a shout out to the guy who called, the George guy who called.
Mm-hmm.
He's a very nice guy.
Nice one.
Not every good person who do it.
Okay. Thank you very much, George, for joining us. Hello, good morning.
Good morning. My name is Hamza.
Hamza, talk to us.
Yeah.
Talk to us.
Where is Kojo?
Kojo is on leave, so he'll be back next week.
Okay. There's 160 man. So, are you happy about your win?
Very, very happy. Extremely happy.
One penalty.
Oh, so at the end of the game, what was the scores?
Oh, it was 1-0, but it was a one penalty. You know what? I'm a Barcelona fan. I know sometimes, if they take some penalty or some goal for us, after the game cry, we see that I'm not happy.
Okay.
Because the win is not genuine.
Okay.
You don't have a genuine win. Mama V, so don't worry. It's not a genuine win.
Okay, thank you very much, Hamza, for joining us. Let's pick our final caller. Let's pick our last caller for now. Hello, good morning, boss.
Yeah, good morning, Wilson.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, my name is Henry, calling from Dansoman.
All right, Henry.
Yeah, Mama V.
Yes, Henry.
Yeah, let Wilson know that yesterday we lost because there was no cap to lift on the day.
Yep.
Yeah, there was no cap to lift on the day. Has and Kotoko, even when they put empty milk tin on top, we score Kotoko and lift it.
Okay.
There was no cap to lift on the day. That is why we lost for them.
I like that.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Wilson.
Yes, sir.
Wilson.
Yes, sir.
Has lost to Kotoko on any day when there is a cap to lift.
Oh, so should I give you one?
Just give me one.
The HP Nyamite Cup. Do you know that Kotoko beat you and
where? Look, how many years ago?
No, your own man. Your own man. I just wanted to give you one that you think about before you remember.
Okay, but not in this time.
Oh, we have been winning. Anyway, there's a cup here. That's the league. Anyway, let's get into our chaotic shouts, and then we get into the conversation with George, who is joining us all the way from Kumasi. So, Mama V, any chaotic shouts?
Coming up.
Okay. Let me just start it here and tell you what's happening. So this is says a happy birthday to my empress Judith Edem Asabia Obriokain, who's the young kid sister of Ernest Kranti from of Joy Sports, and it's coming from Selassie Akabutu, aka Shiloza, to his empress. And also happy birthday to Priscilla Mening Ampong, who is project manager, Korea Foundation for International Healthcare Ghana office. From your sister Evelyn to you. Happy birthday to Pastor Cyril Heyman, former general manager of myjoyonline.com. Happy birthday to you. And also a blessed birthday to my dearest sister and friend, Ida Afi Adople Ankuche, who's director of Happy Home Basic School, La Paz. God richly bless you beyond measure. It's from Love Hilda Asumedu Jewu. Mama V.
It's a happy birthday to Dora Labi of the Ghana Journalist Association. It's coming from Fred Smith. And it's also a happy first birthday, Elaine Otavia Mensa Bonso, from your parents, Nana Opong of First Atlantic Bank, Dr. and Mrs. Sally Mensa Bonso at the Children's Hospital, your grandparents, aunties and uncles and cousins. We love you. So happy first birthday to Elaine Otavia Mensa Bonso. It's also belated happy birthday to you, Mr. Godwin Fafali Sechofia, Tukbayi, CEO of Apex Health Insurance. We pray for God's guidance and I think this is belated, way belated. But I've got a belated birthday to Mr. Richard Ochre Mante from your wife and children, and to Barbara, Deborah, and Sa. Happy birthday to you.
All right, and let me say a special good morning to Charles Dagby of iGarage. Charles Dagby of iGarage, he saved my car over the weekend. So a special good morning to you, and thank you very much. Now, the Sports Center is proudly brought to us by MTN. Everywhere you go, and Standard Chartered Bank, here for good. And Allianz Life Insurance, we secure your future. And DSTV, it's your moment.
Now, only some investments suit you. Those are the ones we select using insights from Global Fund Managers. Standard Chartered connects you to wealth opportunities that match your priorities. So join Priority Banking for tailored investment using insights from Global Fund Managers as you enjoy your welcome gift. And remember, terms and conditions apply. To join, kindly call or SMS 0202220478, or you can send an email to prioritybanking.gh@sc.com. Standard Chartered, here
for good. Now, MTN is saying a big thank you to all of you, the lovely customers, with special freebies to celebrate your special anniversary on the network. So we're saying if you've been part of the family for 5, 10, 15 or 20 years, MTN will spice up your special milestone with a whole 3 hours of MTN to MTN talk time and up to 1.5 gigabytes to keep up with family and friends and share the day with everyone online. So we're saying big ups to and keep doing you only on MTN.
And at Total Energies, we continuously innovate. That is why we have redesigned our lubricant bottle into a modern and premium pack. The new Total Energies lubricant bottle is user-friendly with big side handle, which makes it easy to carry and pour. The cap is redesigned to avoid leaks and splashes when pouring, hence less oil loss. The new label, inspired by a car dashboard, has a QR code and displays product, marketing, and technical information for easier selection of the right product. This is performance at first sight. Same superior quality oil in the morning and premium bottle. Quartz, keep your engine younger for longer.
All right, so let's get to George Ado Jr. to tell us what's happening in the world of sports. George. Hello, George. Can you hear me? Yes, George.
El Giorgio.
George, if you can unmute your microphone, so we can hear you and so you can tell us what's happening in the world of sports. Okay, so I think we're not getting George. Stay with us. We'll be right back, and we hope to be able to connect with George Ado Jr. When we return after these.
Masa, yet two unlimited calls. Vodafone Red, so you know here. Jack, me too. No expiry with Vodafone Red. Yeah, star 200 hash. I bab the move when you be what? Vodafone Red, no lie. Cocraft me top man do you be kasako. Browse it da. Vodafone Red, star 200 hash. Assistant. See dear, ye kasako na ye browse. Star 200 hash gives you unlimited calls on Vodafone to Vodafone. More data, more talk time to friends on other networks. No expiry, and the best value at affordable prices. Vodafone Ready, dear. Simply dial star 200 hash to choose a package that best suits you from as low as 1 Ghana cedi. Vodafone.
Comfort, durability, finishing, quality. Choosing sofas and beds for your home, office, or hotel couldn't be easier with an exclusive range of sofas and beds in various designs and colors from latex foam. There is so much choice, whatever your budget. Latex foam, your partner for life.
Get digi with it. Star 924 hash. Get digi with it. Star 924 hash. On your mark, ready, set, let's go. CBG Mobile USSD Young Code. Star 924 hash. Bank of the go. Smartphone no. Young phone no. Ever fire money transfer. For 3 hour water bill. For 3 light bill. Factor credit. Star 924 hash. You deserve it. Let's go. Get digi with it. Star 924 hash. Get digi with it. Star 924 hash.
CBG is empowering you to get digi with CBG Mobile. Simply dial star 924 hash and get digi with it.
CBG, we stand with you.
Coffee in your cup and Joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
Right, so George Ado Jr. has joined us on Zoom. George, good morning again.
Good morning, Winston. Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear. So tell us what's happening in the world of sports.
Let's get into it right now. And coming up, the golf world has a new face.
So here he is, wedge in hand, popping it forward into the bank, and then the ball grabbing, and it's gone in for a birdie.
It's a birdie.
Incredible, Scotty Scheffler. It went in at a rate of knots, and it disappeared. Bedlam at Augusta as everyone rises to the leader. The world number one, out of nowhere, makes a birdie at the third. Incredible stuff.
Well, number one, Scotty Scheffler cemented his place as the dominant force in the men's game by winning the Masters and clinching his first major with 1 under par 71, of course, to claim the green jacket at Augusta. There's reaction to come. In boxing, this man failed to deliver on his promise of a huge win in San Antonio, Texas.
And now we go to the judges' scorecards. Here are the totals. Judge Thomas Carosone and Ellis Johnson have the bout 119. 108, Judge Lisa Ciampa scores the bout 118 to 109 to the winner by unanimous decision. And still undefeated from Victorville, California, Ryan Garcia!
Yes, Ryan Garcia, in his first fight since going on a hiatus to improve his mental health, defeated Ghana's Emmanuel Gimboy-Tego by unanimous decision. We'll hear from the disputed champ ahead. In football, there was no separating the two top clubs in England.
And it's in towards Gabriel Jesus, who scores, and it's a brilliant finish. Here's Henderson, Mohamed Salah, and there's a ball for Sadio Mane, and Mane for Liverpool! Goal for Liverpool right at the start of the second half, and Sadio Mane has levelled this game up again, and Liverpool live again in this game, and live again in the title race.
Manchester City and Liverpool played out a 2-2 draw at Etihad, and it's as we were in the EPL title race. Still a point separate in the two. Chelsea, Spurs, Newcastle were amongst big wins, but Arsenal and Manchester United were found wanted. We have a full reaction and a roundup of the action in Euro and, of course, Formula One on our menu. But we begin in Kumasi this morning, where fans are still arguing about the legitimacy of a penalty that produced a result in the third edition of the Super Clash this season.
This referee is off the table. That is his end. He can't get into that space again. For the first half, looking at the penalty, it was too harsh. I mean, he should have made the game flow, and too much whistles and all that. I think it wasn't. Everybody is going to talk about this incident. That was the penalty. I've never seen any kind of penalty ever taken anywhere in this world before. That was a clear penalty. I mean, you are in the penalty box, you saw the player, he pushed you back. That's a clear penalty. There is no anybody can argue that.
Had we taken our chances, House would have gone out like 7, 8, 10. Whatever we wanted to do, we could have done today.
Yes, that penalty was awarded after Abdul Aziz Nuruddin appeared to have fouled Fabio Gama, proved enough to settle the clash at the Barbera Sports Stadium. Striker Mbele took a step up and scored from the spot to ensure Asante Kotoko took a huge step towards the Ghana Premier League title. Now, the victory extends Kotoko's lead over Accra Hearts of Oak to 16 points, while keeping them 8 points ahead of second place Vichim United. Hearts of Oak boss Samuel Wedu was not happy with the referee's calls throughout the game.
Very nice game, but decision be I bomb the side. The Mimi who know, say yes, I well, I don't know. The person Ghana football no, I fair, and I there. So we bow be me banner show me. I don't have problem. Okay. But you make sure say good football no be flow. Say the better. Yeah, Ghana phone in now. Yes, we any better. Your football. Yes, me share playback. And so I'm meeting I can say, but such a big game. Let's say with such decisions, sometimes I demand.
His opposite number, Dr. Prosper Nateogum, insists the call is just right.
From my technical area, there was a contact. And once a player has the ball and he's in the penalty area and he's advancing towards goal, the slightest of contact can make him imbalance and he can lose the ball. The player just touched him. I mean, he brought him down. And the law says that it's a penalty. So once you brought him down in the penalty area, it's a penalty.
We can now hear from the fans who are sharply divided over the controversial penalty shout.
Officiating has been very poor in this country. We've been complaining about officiating in this country. And today, we are all witnesses. That is a poor performance by our referees. I'm surprised. I don't even know what to say. This is never it's not even soft. I'm hearing the word soft. This is not a penalty at all. He seriously has to be banned for such an officiating. But now referee need anything.
That was a clear penalty. I mean, you are in the penalty box, you saw the player, he pushed you back. That's a clear penalty. There is no anybody can argue that. If anything, we should feel a little bit cheated by the ref because some of the 50-50 calls were going against us.
Kim Faisal head coach Nuruddin Amadou has resigned from his post after defeat to lowly placed Almina Sharks yesterday. Now the 1-0 reverse at the Park Place Indom Complex condemned the Kumasi Bay side to their 6th consecutive defeat and have slipped to 13th on the league log, with 29 points from 24 matches. In other games over the weekend, Bichem United kept the title chase with a 1-0 victory over Bibiani Gold Stars. Ashanti Golds thumped Wafa 6-0 in Obuasi. Great Olympics beat Adriano Stars by 2-1 in Accra. Still in the capital, Accra Lions were 1-0 winners of Akarela United. Brecum Chelsea narrowly got the better of Legon City 1-0 and ended at the Goldbeam City Park. Dreams FC and 11-1 displayed after 1-1 draw, and in Takwa Midyama SE matched 2-1 winners against Real Tamale United. There's more football to come, but let's do some boxing because Ryan Garcia won in his return to boxing on Saturday night, defeating Emmanuel Gameboy Tego by unanimous decision in San Antonio, Texas. Now, Garcia dominated the fight, but didn't get the knockout he had predicted.
I got nothing but respect for Tego. He fought a hard fight. He was making it a little difficult for me to end him. I hit him with some shots, and he was crafty with the holding and stuff. I was trying to get him off me. He was moving a lot. I ain't gonna lie. It's a new experience. I got to cut the ring off a little better with the guy that's just gonna keep.
Ahead of the bout, Tego promised to quit the sport if he lost. So, what's next for him? That's the question I put to Joy Sports boxing specialist Nathaniel Lato.
So as things stand now in the major world sanctioning bodies rankings, on the WBO, Emmanuel Tego is number 4. On the WBC, he's number 7. And on the IBF, he is number 13. Now, this means that at any point in time at all, he can be called upon to, face the current champion, the unified champion, George Kambosos Jr., for any of his voluntary defenses. Let's remember that back in the year 2007, the man, Joseph Agbeko, was number 13 when he got the opportunity to fight against Luis Alberto Perez and defeated him and became a world champion in the IBF. A similar thing could happen to Emmanuel Tego, especially considering the fact that all the big pundits in the US, from Las Vegas through to all the other boxing destinations in the US, decided to give Tego a 4th round knockout casualty rating. And unfortunately, it did not happen like that for them. On the basis of that alone, he can get another opportunity. As for the talk about retiring if he had lost the fight, there's no need to retire at this time. I think he still has a lot in him to give to the sport.
Let's do golf now. And world number 1, Scotty Scheffler, cemented his place as the dominant force in the men's game by winning the Masters and clinching his first major with a 1-under-71 to claim the green jacket at Augusta. The BBC senior golf reporter Ian Carter has more.
Remarkably, Scheffler 4-putted the final green for a double bogey. The moment got to him, but it didn't matter. The quality of his golf throughout the entire week meant that he still won by 3 shots. It was a dramatic final day, Scheffler chipping in for birdie at the 3rd to set the tone. Cam Smith continued to hunt him down until his hopes drowned in the water of the notorious short 12th. Meanwhile, Rory McIlroy went on a tear, holding a bunker shot for birdie at the last to shoot a record equaling 64 and finish 2nd. It was never going to be enough, though. Until that hiccup at the last, Scheffler played like the world number 1 that he is and claims his first major at only the 10th attempt.
In Formula 1, Charles Leclerc took a dominant victory in the Australian Grand Prix to move into a commanding position on the World Championship. With more from Melbourne, here's the F1 commentator Henry Benjamin.
Formula One returned to Australia for the first time since 2019, and it was a faultless drive from Charles Leclerc to take victory, his 2nd of the year, to extend his championship lead. George Russell moves up to 2nd in the standings. Mercedes' new signing picking up his first podium with the team in 3rd. Red Bull, though, lost their champion Max Verstappen to a suspected fuel issue, so teammate Sergio Perez managed damage limitation to come home in 2nd. Next up, Imola in 2 weeks, and Ferrari will hope to carry on their form back on home turf in Italy.
Tell you about the results in the English Premier League. We all know that Manchester City drew 2-2 with Liverpool. That was our game on the Sports Arena. Thanks for those who joined us. Leicester continue the fire and run, as homegrown talent. Dewsbury Hall played a starring role as they end a proper win over Crystal Palace. Tell you as well, Tottenham Hotspur beat Aston Villa by 4-0. Chelsea managed to win there against Southampton by 6-0 in Spain. Barcelona maintained their final league form with a remarkable 3-2 win. As they came from behind to beat Levante. Real Madrid as well looked very, very good. They did, yes. Remember that they move at the moment. Barcelona moving to 2nd on La Liga, 12 points behind Real Madrid, who have a game in hand. In Italy, AC Milan missed a chance to go 4 points clear at the top of Serie A as they were held by Torino at the Stade Olimpico Grande. Of course, we can tell you about Neymar, Kylian Mbappe. You know, they both scored hat-tricks against Clement Foot as Paris Saint-Germain stretched their lead. There's definitely more to come across the bulletins in the day, but that's it for the Joy Sports Center this morning. I'll be handing over to you, Winston. I can see you're still celebrating your win over Accra Hartsfield.
Yes.
I don't think it was a contest about who was going to win the league yesterday. It was more about
who was going to win the match.
And Kotoko needing the win badly so that they can celebrate the league title if they end up to win. Kotoko will have to concern themselves about or get worried about the Champion United is going to start.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, George Ado Jr., for joining us with the Sports Center here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. And talking about celebration, Uncle Ibu White has joined us with Food for Thought, brought to us by Roverman Productions. Be the difference. Uncle, good morning.
How about you, sir?